Hello, my friends. Hello, loves. Happy whatever day of the week it is that you watch this. How are you? I love you. I hope you're having a great day. The sun is finally out today. Yay! And I'm hemming curtains before we go out. And I wanted to get this out. Actually, my family and I are going to play frisbee golf. Disc golf, we're going to go try it out because I am looking for more ways to have fun in my body, be more active, and bond with my family. So I think that, I don't know, I'm excited. We're gonna see how it goes. But while I have somebody finishing up a chemistry lab downstairs, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I set boundaries with my parts. So this morning, I woke up and I was not... One of my parts was very, very unhappy, was just unhappy that I was me, was not happy with many things going on, wanted things to be different, and was just, it's that critical part. It's that critical part of yourself. And this part I have worked with before because I have done parts work in the past, not as much because I'm enjoying some other things now that do the same thing. But what I did was after, being like, what can I do to make this part happy? And I was like, I can't change any of those things right now that this part wants to happen. This part wants to be, like in a skinny, strong, healthy body right now. This part wants to be like, it wants to have like loads and loads of money. This part wants lots and lots of things, some of which are reasonable and some of which are not my goals. But it's a part and it needs to be addressed and it's part of me and I love all of me. So after sitting down and thinking about it, I was like, I can't give this part what it wants. Right now I'm not willing to sit down for an hour and a half and go do a whole parts work session with this part. So what I do is I go and sit with it. I sat with it for about maybe 15 minutes because my husband asked me what was going on. And I said, well, the short version was, I woke up and, I wasn't happy with being me. I don't want to go into a big long thing about it. I don't want to put a whole bunch more energy behind it. So what I did was I sat down with this part this is what word do I want to use? I'm going to change the word later. I know I will, so don't worry so much about the word. I'm going to call it the dark side. This is the dark side of the aspects of you that you like. So this part of me is the one that is like my drive, that helps me set goals, that helps me, keep things moving because I can get a lot of things done and I do on a regular basis. But the dark side of that is that part continues to want to get things done. And that part right now is really upset because it wanted to be like pinning and hemming these things while we were making the video. I can't do all those things at once. Not right out. Now I'm stuck in the pins. Not right now, at least. So I had a conversation with a part, and I praised for the glory that it is, which is it helps me desire. It creates desire, and desire summons life force. I absolutely want that. The dark side is that it is never satisfied. So this morning, I sat down and I'm like, all right, listen, I love that you do all of these things for me, but I have to tell you right now, this is not reasonable, and we're setting a boundary. We're setting a boundary because here's what you don't get to do. You don't get to say all of these critical things about who we are because I interact with myself and all of my parts as a system because it works for me. And I become the mediator of all of them when I am most in tune with my higher self. So I told this part, this is not going to work for all of us. We're not able to do all of these things. So you cannot be critical of everyone in the system because when you are critical, it brings the rest of the system down. because there are sensitive parts. There are young parts. There are striving parts. There are parts that need to be nurtured. And yes, then I can go into other aspects of myself, pull those forward to tend to those parts. At the same time, I don't want to be doing parts work all day long. I want to be in the world and out enjoying it and doing what I came here to do. And, my mission being with my family. So this morning was a new thing for me to do, which was setting a boundary with one of my parts because I wasn't able to give it what it wanted. And that is the dark side of it. Being able to see, yes, you drive me forward, but you're not able to see everything that's happened and every place we're going, so that you don't get to be critical, because we are uplifting all of our parts. And the goal is for all of the parts to uplift each other. Acknowledge the dark, absolutely. Integrate it, bring it to light. And yeah, it might come back. We'll do it again as many times as we need to. I'm not going to judge myself for that. I'm not going to judge my parts for that. But I'm also not going to let my parts put everybody else down. Nobody gets to treat me like that. Just like I don't let people in my life treat me like that, I don't let my parts treat me like that. I wouldn't treat my parts like that. So setting boundaries with yourself can be really important. And let me tell you, I could feel within 5 seconds, whoosh, everything cleared out. The part was like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm being critical of everyone and I'm not helping the system. So that's what I did today. It was super helpful. I love working in systems. It helps me so much. It also is really easy to just move on to the outside world and deal with it that way. So now we're not, and you know what, that part's okay that we're not doing all the things while we're making the video. That's fine. Because that part wants to do all of the things, and I do want to do all of the things in time, when it's right, and it's easy, and I'm led to it. I'm fine with that. Because I know that I don't know the future, and I know that it's going to be better than I envision. I love you. Have a wonderful day. I love you. I love all of your parts, even the grouchy ones, even the ones that don't want to get out of bed, and the ones that don't want to talk to anybody, because I get it. We all have those parts. Have a lovely day, my friends.